everyone, welcome to the Vanity Mirror. Today's episode is not going to have anything to do with makeup. And that is because today's episode is finally going to be my current skincare routine. I decided to finally do this because my skin is looking better than it has in honestly well over a year, almost 2 years probably. Even though I still have a little bit of acne, it's mostly like really tiny now. Nothing is too major. No I don't have any cyst acne right now. I just basically feel like I have it a little more under control right now. So I thought that I would share with you guys what I am doing for my current skincare routine. Now, I have oily to normal skin. I don't really have dry skin. I only get dry skin sometimes in the areas where my acne is when I'm treating it directly, but otherwise I have oily to normal skin. So keep that in mind. If you're a girl with dry skin, this might not be a skincare routine that would work for you. Since there isn't really a reason to keep dragging on the intro, we might as well just go ahead and jump right in to my skincare routine. Okay, here we go. In the morning, I wake up, go in the bathroom, and first things first, yawn, of course, obviously, and then put up my hair. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get started. I start by wetting my face with warm water, and then I go in with this Garnier Skin Active Gentle Sulfate-Free Cleanser. It's a really gentle cleanser. It's free of all that gunk you want your facial cleanser to be free with. And I scrub that on my face for about a minute. I really concentrate on getting that like in the areas where my acne needs some help and like around my pores. I just feel like it's really cleaning it out if I scrub it there nicely. Of course, you want to be gentle though. You don't want to be too harsh on your skin when you're scrubbing it because, well, you'll hurt it, obviously. So like I said, I do that for about a minute or so. And then I rinse it. And when I rinse my face several times to make sure there's nothing whatsoever left on the face, because soap left on the face is, imagine your shower wall with that soap scum. Well, yeah, you don't want that to be your face. So to dry off, I just use a towel and I dab. You definitely just want to dab very lightly as you dry your face because scrubbing it isn't good for it. And then I scrub upwards to dry my neck. I'm going with this Urban Decay. It's a B6 vitamin spray that I found, and since I started using it, my skin's been so much clearer. I spray that all over my face and I let it dry. And then I'm going in with this Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm. Garnier Skin Active, by the way, totally not sponsoring this, but I do like their stuff. And I go ahead and put that all over my face. Again, try to rub gently. And in the mornings, especially if I'm going to be using lipstick that day, I go in with a lip balm after all of washing my face and everything. All right. And goodbye. All right, now we're here at night. I promise you this is a different time during the day. This was hours later, but it was my lazy Sunday. So we start by rinsing our face again. And this time I'm going in with a Biore Charcoal Deep Pore Cleanser. This is meant for people with oily skin, so it works really well for me. And I do the same thing as I did with the facial wash in the morning. I just scrub all over my face with it, making sure to concentrate where I have acne and bigger pores to really just detoxify those areas. Ooh, okay, Ellie, back up. And now I'm just rinsing my face again, just as before, making sure there's nothing left, and then patting it dry. So I do those things exactly the same as I did before, but at night I like to go in with this Glam Glow. It's a lip treatment. It's also a lip scrub, but you can put it on your lips as a mask overnight, so I'll do that at night, just to treat my lips. And there we go. Mwah. Alright, so that was my basic everyday skincare routine. As you guys could see, it's very simple, honestly, and there's not a lot to it, but there are things that I add to it depending on the day, depending on what I feel like my skin needs. So I thought that I would just share that with you really quick before we get going. What you saw in the clips was like, that's my everyday skincare routine, and I just want to share a couple other things with you. What I shared with you for the nighttime routine was when I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup to work. on nights that I did a makeup look for YouTube, or I did some makeup to go out with my husband, or I did some makeup on the weekend, whatever it might be, I switched it up a little bit. This is semi-new to me, this part of my routine, but I fell in love with it when I started doing it, and now I don't think I can ever stop. I will reach for this. This is the Purity Made Simple Philosophy One-Step Facial Cleanser. So I use this on the days that I wear makeup. This stuff is incredible. I'm sure if you watch YouTubers very much, you've heard of this. Everyone talked about it, and so I had to get it myself. All you have to do is rub that all over your face. You can even rub it on your eyes, gently of course, don't pull your skin too hard, and it even takes off your eye makeup, and it doesn't sting your eyes whatsoever. Of course, if you get mascara in your eyes, that is probably going to sting your eyes, but I just rub it all over my face, of course with a wet face, because that's how you use it. It's a cleanser, and rinse, and then I go over it with a makeup wipe or just some like makeup remover. I will just like rub it over the face just to make sure if there's any excess that was left over. Usually it's just mascara and that's it. This stuff is seriously amazing at getting all of the gunk off of your face. It's incredible how the lack of foundation that is left on that makeup pad after using this. And so now I think it's gonna be my go-to holy grail for a long time makeup removing step cleanser is this right here. And then when you use a makeup removing like gentle cleanser afterwards, that's good, your skin is cleansed. And then I do the same thing, that vitamin B6 spray and the Garnier moisture balm. So another step I might take, every once in a while I will use this right here. This is the Pixi Glow Tonic. This is a great toner. It has glycolic acid in it, which helps exfoliate lightly on the skin. It helps with turnover, so on areas like this where I have some scarring, it's really good for that. And so I will use that every once in a while. I just don't use it all the time because I find if I use it daily, my acne gets a little worse. And I don't necessarily think that's the toner's fault. I think it's just maybe a slight skin sensitivity issue. And if you're disturbing your cells constantly, it's going to cause a little bit of irritation, and that's just kind of how it is, just like with any exfoliator. So I try to use this like just every once in a while, maybe once a week or so, and that's it. And I would use that in place of the vitamin B6 spray, which in a way is kind of a toner, but it's just really gentle. And then the last thing that is a little bit different in my routine, not the regular routine that you just saw in the clips, is this right here. This is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. I will use that in the shower about once a week. It really digs deep into the pores, and it's a harsh exfoliator though, so definitely you don't want to use it very often. It says to use it 1 to 2 times a week with at least 3 days in between. I just use it once a week. Again, when I use exfoliators a little too much, I tend to get more acne, so I would only use that once a week in the shower. Only other thing is occasionally I'll use a mask. I try to do a mask like once a week, but sometimes it ends up being like, you know, every other week. Definitely if I take a bath, mask's going on my face. My favorite thing in the world. Well, maybe not my favorite thing in the world. One of my favorite activities is taking a bath with a glass of wine and a mask, and either like Grey's Anatomy or The Bachelor. That is a relaxing night. Well, you guys, that's it. My entire skincare routine. One reason I felt like I really wanted to do this was that other beauty gurus, while very helpful tips and very helpful products that they tell us about, in fact, all 3 of these I was told about by beauty gurus, they do so many steps and they spend so much money on their skincare, and not all of us can really afford that. So I thought that my skincare routine, which is much more simple and honestly very, very much works for me, more for the everyday person that can't afford all of those things. I'm not saying it's bad that they tell us that, because I honestly love that they have lots of different suggestions. You know, you don't have to get all of it necessarily, but maybe something in their skincare routine sounds good to you. But this one is much more simple and also really good if you have similar skin type to me. Well, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, so why don't we just go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching the Vanity Mirror. Please subscribe by hitting the tempting red button right down there below my video. There's gonna be a giveaway at 500 subs, and I will see you later. This is the Purity Made Simple